What's good, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Juiced. I am your host today, Gary Wong, as always. Yeah, me pain in the bum. No, I'm only messing. It's all good. We are live in the studio today, and I'm going to tell you now who our guests are. And our guests today are Sifter. So I'm saying make some noise. I think I'm on the stage there, but yeah, Sifter. Welcome to the show, guys. And I believe we have Harry and we have Oliver. So nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us, Gary.
Yeah. So how are you doing like in that? So what's been like, obviously been going on in the world and that as it, as me who loves, performing on stage and that with this pandemic that's been going on, things have been pretty crazy and a bit mad. How's it affected you guys?
I suppose obviously with the lack of gigs and stuff like that, it was a bit of a pain at first, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But other than that, we've still been practicing, writing loads of tunes, all that sort of stuff. But it's just a live performance side of things.
Yeah, definitely.
It's been a nightmare.
Right, I get you. How about yourself, OT? How's it affected you, mate? Because
just the live gigs, really. Just hard to perform without like crowd and stuff.
I mean, it's pretty crazy, isn't it? Like I saying that I've missed being on stage and that. All right, there has been some outlets like doing live stream and that, but it's not like being there in person when you're performing in front of that crowd. It's such a rush in it, such a adrenaline in it. It's the best feeling in the world, in it. So it's pretty crazy in that. Like, so let's see. So you're a 4-piece band and you're based in Liverpool, and there's 2 members not here today, and that's Jake and that's Grego. So I want to give a big shout out to them 2 guys. In regards to the band, and when I've listened to you online and that, the genre I seems that you've covered different genres, but the genre I tend to is a bit of rock indie, bit of indie rock. Is that right, Harry?
Yeah, indie rock's definitely like the main sort of genre we go for. Yeah. I mean, it's mainly based off your own influences, the type of music you write, I suppose, which, I mean, I have such a wide varied music I listen to, but like predominantly it is indie rock.
Yeah. Nice. Well, it's funny you should say that, Harry. You like, as a band and individual and like personally, who do you look up to in music, and who are like your idols, and who are like your inspiration and that as a band and like, personally?
I think my main one has always been sort of from day one to get me into like songwriting was Jake Bugg. Yeah, and like the first band I was into is probably Arctic Monkeys. Sorry, my voice is terrible at the moment. But besides that, I suppose people I listen to at the moment, like Ben Howard, Paolo Nutini, all that sort of songwriting stuff is like the sort of stuff that's coming out in the songs, I suppose, that we've got coming out. So, what about you?
Yeah.
I'd say Arctic Monkeys as well. Arctic Monkeys, mostly. Joe, the bassline's so good. Yeah. All the songs.
Some like, no, you can carry on there, OT, sorry, mate.
Just the bassist for Arctic Monkeys is like, he's so good bass lines. There's very good bass lines.
So it's such good variety there and that, and what you were saying, that I can tend to see that within your music as well from when I listen to you guys and that. But what I like about you guys as a band is and that, and I said this to you before we went on there today. I like every song what you put out because it's different. It's not the same type of thing. You're not showing like he's a one-trick pony kind of thing. I've said that on my other podcast shows before today, but it's true. And some of the the artists and the bands, you're saying it does reflect within the music, but then again you're putting your own something into it. So that's what makes it different and that. So it's really good, guys. So big up to you on that. Bless.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. So in regards to the music, your latest single's called Gamble.
Yeah.
And you can see that on Spotify. You listen to it on Spotify. I've actually listened to it. Props to you. I'm loving the tune. Big up to you on that. In regards to Gamble, how did the song come about, and what made you name it Gamble, and who wrote the lyrics and who wrote the music?
Yeah, so Gamble was an idea that our guitarist Jake. It's probably the first song that's not just like come from me writing a tune and then. So yeah, it was based off Jake's idea, and then from that I wrote lyrics onto it, and then a bit of the structure changed and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I always write the lyrics to the songs, but so that was the story of that one really. But I think it was actually during lockdown where we couldn't practice, and we were just sending like ideas back and forth over the phone. It'd be like he'd done a riff for it that he liked and a few chords, and then like I'd send back I've done a chorus or a verse for it, and then it just sort of come together over a few weeks, and then yeah, we got in the studio and recorded.
Sounds really good. So in regards to, obviously, you know, you're using a 4-piece band, obviously you do different things in the band. You know, Joe isn't here with us today. I believe he plays the drums, is that right?
Yeah.
And then Grego, he plays lead guitar, is that right? Yeah. And OT, you play bass, is that right?
Yeah.
So in regards to the bass, OT, how long have you been playing bass for, mate?
I think like 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, around there, yeah.
Nice, man. And Harry, you're the lead vocalist and you play rhythm guitar, is that right?
Yep.
Cool. And on some of the songs, don't you do a little bit of lead as well, is that right?
Yeah. One song, it don't matter if you do the lead in that.
Yeah, I do a solo and don't matter. Yeah, I mean, I used to do a lot more lead, but it just got to a point I was just like Grego's a better lead guitarist than me, but I just leave it to him and let him have fun with it.
Sounds really good. So, do you just play any other instruments at all, or is it just? Yeah.
I play guitar and piano.
Oh, nice. Is right. How about yourself, Harry?
I can play a little bit of ukulele.
Yeah.
I like to think I can play the drums, but the lads probably don't think I do. I have a little go and practice, and then I can probably play about half a tune on the piano.
Well, if you ever want to do a collab, I can play an instrument. I can play the triangle, if that helps. You know what I mean? Yeah. So nice. So what was I going to say? You know, obviously there's loads of various like of festivals out there, i.e. like Leeds, you know, Glastonbury. Have you got like a dream festival you'd like to play, like individual or as a band?
I think obviously like the biggest one in the UK is Glastonbury,
play
that. But besides that is like Leeds and Reading, because as a kid, not as a kid, but like teenagers, I've been to Leeds like a few times. So like to have gone a festival and then like play it a few years down the line, it'd be ideal, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Nice. So is there like a venue that you'd like to play out there, but you've not played it yet, like a dream venue?
You got one? I've got one.
I haven't been to many venues, really.
No. Mine, I'd say the Royal Albert in
Royal Albert, nice choice there.
London, sorry.
Yeah.
So like Wembley, Wembley.
Is it big enough for you? Sure.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe.
So in regards to the name Sifter, who actually came up with the name and how did it come about?
I think it was Joe.
So basically we had been given a gig, so obviously we got together, so I broke my arm, the band was out for the year, and then our drummer left. We got a new drummer and we were like, we need a new name. Before we decided a new name, we had already got the gig to support the K's at the O2 Ritz in Manchester, and we were like, we need to give the promoter a name to put on the banner for us. So, and we were like, what can we do? And then like eventually we were just like firing words at each other for ages. And then he said Sifter, which is on what Oasis song is it on? Shaker Maker.
Oh, so nice like tune.
Mr. Sifter sells me songs, is it? Something like that, and we just changed the spelling of it, so that's that.
No, I like it because it's different and it's unique. So I to be personally, I think it's Today's on Fire. By the way, guys, ball in, you get me. When you performed in gigs in that, has there ever been like a funny moment that you'd like to tell us a story about it?
Gigs, I'm sure there's loads. I mean,
kind of is just like the one that sticks off the top of your head.
What, like Jordan playing or what?
Were you in the toilets? I mean, playing like a gig, and you were like,
so we were playing the Jacaranda in Liverpool.
Oh yeah,
not phase one, like the original one.
Right, I get you.
Obviously, like the stage is at the back on the left, and then there's like the crowd, and then just behind the crowd is literally like the door to the men's toilet.
Yeah,
and I suppose I might have been like a little bit nervous or something. I was on the toilet, and like the toilets are dead small and like not that far from the crowd, and I just heard the mic, because the mic was switched on at the time. I heard Jake, our guitarist, go, "Has anyone seen Harry?" And I thought, just sat there on the toilet, the crowd are all waiting, and then I come off the toilet and walk through the crowd, and I'm like, that's it. So yeah, there was a delay because I was in the bathroom.
Bless, mate. How about yourself, O2?
Well, for me, on a basis, I'm normally in the shadows. Nobody sees me. No one for me. Can't think of one for me. I'm normally just there.
I'm sure there's like loads, but we just like we always just get bladdered after. To be honest, so you probably don't remember. But like the trips to London are always good. But
Nice.
I got lost in South Parkway. Do you know, if it wasn't a gig, we had band practice. So you said, "Come South Parkway, I'll pick you up from the train station."
Oh yeah, you went the wrong place.
I went to some place.
Do you know what one is for you, lad? We were at sound check in
Oh shit, yeah.
What's the venue in Liverpool?
Studio 2.
Studio 2 in Liverpool.
Oh yeah, onto it, yeah.
And we're at the venue for sound check. And I'm texting OT saying, "Where are you, lad?" Got sound check, and we're literally like, we're first act on. So like, as soon as we've done sound check, we're pretty much on. And he's like, "I thought you were picking me up." I was like, "You didn't ask for the lift, so he's at home in witness, calling taxis, and we're on stage."
What are you like, mate?
In like 25 minutes. So yeah.
No way.
And the worst. But
Yeah.
It's the worst, man.
It's right, man. We've just mentioned London there, Harry. Now I know you've just recently had a gig in London.
Yeah.
And I believe you've headlined it, is that right?
Yeah, it was our first London headline, yeah. So
sounds very good. So where did you actually play in London? And I would imagine it'd be, well, obviously it's going to be great to be back on stage after especially after like you haven't been able to get on stage for a couple of years now. So how was it being back, and how was it like to perform in London, and how was it like to headline it and things?
So we originally went down in London in September as we come out of the first or second lockdown. I don't even know, there's been so many. So we come out with one of the lockdowns. We had a gig in September. We were main support, and it was like the first gig we had done in ages. Obviously, it was just like sick to play. It was all seated and like half capacity, but still like amazing. And like the trip down alone, it's like road trips are just always a laugh, and staying in a hotel and having drinks and that. Yeah. And then we went back down. When was it? A few weeks back.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
a month or so ago.
Yeah.
But we headlined it this time. It was fully sold out as well. All the tickets went for it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
But yeah, the crowd loved it. It was boss, and it was just good to be playing again, to be honest.
Just like normality, isn't it, for sure, in Harry, you know, and I know, you know, it's you know, as someone like yourselves and that, like, you know, I do the events for the good cause and the hosting, and I'm going to be starting to perform again. Just missing it. It's crazy. It's like a part of your life gone, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
you know?
you don't know what to do because you spend like all your time as a band preparing, like in practice, week in, week out. So then when you've got nothing to like show it off to, I mean, it's not that you lose the passion for it. It's just like when you know you can't gig for so long, it's just like it is a bit hard to keep the drive going. But,
I get you.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth it when you get back on stage.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So.
Of course, yeah. Well, I remember when you performed got to be a couple of years ago now, when you performed in Manchester.
Which one?
When you supported the K's, was it?
O2
yeah.
Well, about a year ago, January. So it's like a year now.
25th.
Yeah. Because I know not so long ago you put up on Instagram a clip from it, and I played it, and it just looked unreal. Like the crowd looked amazing. Like, you know, you just can't beat that feeling, can you? It's an amazing feeling for sure. Have you got like a dream collaboration, like signed or unsigned, like that you'd like to do? Like, have you got any plans to like maybe any future features with someone, do a collaboration, or is there like a dream collaboration out there?
What do you mean, as in artist or like record labels?
Well, for example, like, I mean, you know, me personally, because I do rapping and singing and that, like, a dream of mine would be to do a collaboration with Ludacris. Now, of course, that's a dream of mine, but then, you know, if I said to you something like, you know, someone like maybe who's UK based, I'm not just saying this because you're on the show, I'd maybe love to do a collaboration with yourselves one time kind of thing. So just kind of a bit like that, if you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's a bit different, like the rap game, because it's like people just like do a verse on like someone else's tune, whereas like indie tunes, like, or like band tunes, there's not like our genre, like they don't really collaborate, do they? I suppose. I don't know. I suppose it's a different question. The only thing I've seen in terms of that is like other bands covering other bands' tunes. Like you even get it at gigs, like. If there's a band who just love another band's tune, they do it. I'm trying to think of an example, but like, I don't know, if you go to a Cortina's gig and they do like, I don't know, Town Called Malice or something like that.
I get you, what a
sort
tune,
of stuff, like they just play like a classic like banger sort of thing.
I get you,
So, I mean, there's nothing I could think of.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it'd be good, like I'd love to sing with like one of my idols or whatever, but
of course,
it's just not,
well,
it's not
you know, like I've said to previous bands on the show, Harry, never give up on your dreams. You know, all things are possible. Two things I would say to you is just show up, make an impact, do your thing. You know, maybe that was 3, like, but never mind. But you know what I mean. But yeah, so I'm gonna ask you a few funny questions now. Hopefully you think they're funny. I think they're funny anyways. I mean, a lot of me mates say I'm funny and that, like, say I should have my own show on Netflix, but at least then I'll get one view and it'll be me, like. But you know, so who's the funniest in the band?
I guess all of us together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say me, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Well, I know you're a funny guy, Harry. You know what I mean. So, who's the loudest in the band?
Joe.
Joe, yeah.
Without a doubt. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's honestly like he's the person who wakes up first thing in the morning, or it's as late as you want, and it's like he's just necked like 10 cups of coffee. Like ridiculous. And like when you're on the road or whatever, or doing like a few gigs in a row, and you just need to sleep, and he's just like honestly, he just doesn't.
Is he a
stop.
talker of the band? Is he?
He doesn't stop, lad. You could talk to a brick wall.
Yeah. It's like, well, big up to you, Joe. I haven't quite met you yet in person, but I'll meet you one day down the road, man. You get me?
I'd keep those headphones on me.
Would you?
That'd be it.
That's right. Who's the best dressed?
All right.
Got to be me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that. Like I'm not even bothered. Definitely me.
Well, you know, I've known you for a while now, Harry. So you know, you're always styling the profile, and so I've got to give you that one. You get me? I'm not saying you don't do your thing, OT, but you know, this guy has got style. You get me? I think he gets that off me. You get me? You know. Who's got the best hairstyle?
We've all pretty much got the same.
Yeah.
You can't really differ them. They're all just fringes, hiding big foreheads.
Yeah. I get you. And who's the quietest in the band?
I guess.
Yeah. OT is right. And I've got to ask this one: who's the ladies' man in the band?
So you.
Maybe me. I don't know.
Awkward. Nah, I'm only messing. So I just want to get back to some of the tunes, and that's obviously like, you know, one of your main platforms is Spotify. I know you'd also have, you know, music on YouTube as well. Where else can the people out there find your music?
Just all your usual stuff like Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud. I suppose everyone's either got Spotify or Apple Music. So
I get you.
Any of them.
Sounds good. Well, make sure at home you check these guys' tunes out because they're smashing it at the moment for sure. So I just want to talk about some of your tunes. So, you know, before Gamble, you dropped a song called Headlights. I want to say, you know, it's a really good tune. I've listened to it. What was kind of the concept behind it?
So Headlights is like the idea of breaking up with someone and like meeting them out, like bumping into them in public. So it's like the obviously the lyrics are, I mean, the name of the song is Headlights. It's like, imagine you stop to let someone cross the road and in the headlights is the person that you were with or whatever, and it's just like, oh my God, what do we do? Sort of thing. So that's the concept of the song. Sounds good.
And you've also dropped another song called Don't Matter and Flight and Breathe, and there's plus more on there as well. See, because what I'm getting, obviously there's always a message behind the song and that, but, you know, I think it's good to have a concept behind the song for sure, and that. Sure. Is there any other songs you want to mention? I know you got another song out there called These Streets and Say Goodbye as well.
Yeah, I mean, literally like every song, like I always write about personal experiences. It's like, I suppose it's just like a way to get things off your head, or I don't know, it's just easy to write about stuff you've been through. So like any of those songs, like if you want to know about one, like just ask, because like all of them have a meaning.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh, go on then. What's the meaning about Don't Matter then?
Don't Matter is like, you've just like non-stop having problems with people and arguing. And you just want to go out, have a bevy with your mates, have a laugh, like nothing matters. That's the sort of thing behind it.
Sam, then how about Breathe?
Breathe is sort of feeling like the world's on top of you, and literally like, sounds stupid, but when people are like, oh, calm down, like you just take a breath or whatever, like it literally is simple as just like stepping back, having a breath, trying to think about the situation instead of like just burying your head in whatever's going on.
Cool. I've got to say, because I mean, I like a lot. Well, to be honest, I like a lot of your songs, if not all of them. But I used to talk to you about this a lot, and that back in the day. These Streets.
These Streets. That was that our first single? I think it was.
Yeah.
It's sort of about saying like you're gonna make something of yourself, and like if people aren't on board with it or not supporting you, it's like, I'm getting out of these streets. Like I'm gonna go do something for myself. Sounds
good. Have you got any music videos out there, or have you got any plans on a music video?
Got one just for These Streets, haven't we?
Nice.
Yeah, we do have plans. We've got what have we got coming out? We've got 2 songs coming out in the next like month or so. 2-3 months.
Yeah,
2 more
really
songs
good.
coming out. One of them is going to have a music video for.
Oh, sounds good.
I mean, it's something we're like sort of stepping up at the moment, because I suppose we don't have too much video content.
Yeah.
But,
I
mean, not much we can show anyway. There's always a lot of stuff like video when we're on tour and that, but yeah.
Well, they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but in this content, what happens in Liverpool stays in Vegas, or what happens in tour stays on tour, innit? I mean, well, who's the rebel of the band then?
It's got to be me and Grego. Grego always, like, they'll be going bad, like when we go London or Manchester, whatever, like that. You usually give it a good go. Sometimes you stay up as well, but it's like everyone's gone home and me and Grego were still out. It's like
Joe, me and you two together.
Yeah, like London, I think Joe went home at 12, you went home at 2. Our photographer called it a day at 3, and then me and Grego got in at like 5:30. And we were the ones driving the next day. So you would have thought it'd be like the opposite way round.
I love it, guys, is right. So, you know, if you're stuck on a deserted island for say 4 or 5 years, but you can only take 5 songs personally, what would the 5 songs be, Harry?
End of the Affair by Ben Howard.
Oh, nice tune.
That's to be there. See the songs. I'm trying to think because like my favourite songs, I probably wouldn't take there because I'd be fucking depressed. It's like End of the Affair, Ben Howard is like a sad song. If I was on an island, I'd want to be bloody bouncing, trying to be happy. I would say No Other Way by Paolo Nutini or Candy.
Oh, I love Paolo Nutini, is right. I love the song Candy, mate. I bet you like that as well.
Sit there, but you'd be bored, wouldn't you? What's that new tune that's out? Is it Maria or something? That proper dance tune. I'd have that on there.
Is right.
What else? So let's call that 3, even though the others are 2 depressing ones. Like, do that dance tune, Maria. What else would be on there? I don't know. Can you think of any you'd have?
How about yourself? You know, you can answer this. Yeah, not a problem.
Feel in the Rain by Led Zeppelin.
Oh, nice. Oh, tune. I love Stairway to Heaven, mate.
Feel in the Rain. Oh, after that, haven't
I? Twice.
Space Cowboy by Jamiroquai.
Oh yeah, the dance tune. Oh, it's a banger.
Cool.
I think
some gym workout playlist that.
Liar Pictures by Arctic Monkeys. Liar Pictures.
All of Arctic Monkeys. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head because it's like, I suppose it's like a different situation. It's like it's not your favourite songs. Yeah. What would you want when you were stuck on an island board? So.
Oh yeah. In regards to like what's the best concert you've ever been to? Because for me personally, like I mean, I love all genres of music. I mean, you know, people might look at me and think, oh, right away, you know, hip hop, R&B. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love hip hop and R&B, but I love rock indie, I love indie rock, I love a bit of metal, I love all kinds, anything from the 60s to you know, present day. I mean, if someone said to me at the top of my head, now name a couple of people who you've loved in concert, it's got to be Ice Cube. He was fucking unreal. He put a great show on, and then Fozzy smashed it. They were great. So how about you? I'll start with you this time, Oliver. How about yourself, man?
I've never been to a concert before. Never been to one.
You messing?
No, I've been to a concert.
Lad, you're in a band. That's mad.
Yeah, that is mad, Dan.
Not even a festival or.
Nah. No, is that one?
just the bands that support us,
How about yourself, Harry?
I don't know, Cortina's gig's always good, but I think that's, I mean, I do like the music, obviously, but I suppose that's more like the crowd, like everyone's just up for it, like Cortina's fans are just boss. I suppose,
get you.
But best music, I can't even remember half the people I've seen, to be honest. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I suppose the first time I seen Red Hot Chili Peppers because I'd like wanted to see them.
Have you seen the Arctics, Harry?
No, I've not seen them. No, I know. Grego's seen them on the
Grego
tour,
is right.
I was supposed to go actually.
Big up, Grego.
But I sold me ticket. Sadly.
Right.
But yeah, I can't really think off the top of my head.
Right.
But they'd be up there. I mean, Jake Bug as well. Like he's always top when you see him.
Sounds good. Well, you know, judging from what you said there, Harry, was a lot of variety. Like, I mean, you know, being in a band, the front man, also being a musician is, you know, you're not just in a, in a band, you're a musician as well. Is there people at home, would they be shocked if you said to them like, oh, I'm into this artist or I'm into that band? Like, I kind of like a bit of a guilty pleasure. Yeah.
I definitely got guilty pleasures, you know.
Yeah.
Like if I'd have to go on my phone and look, but who can I think of? I have some Alicia Keys. I've been banging.
Oh yeah,
Alicia
nice.
Keys at the moment.
Can't go wrong with a bit of Alicia Keys.
Yeah, Maroon
Big
5
up Alicia Keys.
One. Yeah. Maroon 5, which is
nice.
just like you think, like, Alicia Keys, but what's the song? If I Ain't Got You, whatever.
Oh, nice. What a belter, yeah.
I mean, it's the version that she does with John Mayer, but still, it's just it's a belter.
Nice. How about you, OT?
Just a tune. 1,000 Miles.
1,000 Miles, yeah.
It's a tune, that one.
1,000 Miles, when I hear that song, do you know what it reminds me of?
1,000 Miles.
White Chicks.
Yeah,
It reminds me of White Chicks. As soon as it comes on, oh, you beautiful chocolate man. You know what I mean? Honestly.
It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, funny film. Anyone else there? Anyone else in the library going on there, OT?
I like Billie Eilish.
Oh, Billie Eilish, yeah.
It's more like a, she's pretty good.
I don't think that can be guilty pleasure though, because she's literally like #1.
She's doing this thing and that, isn't she?
And Maroon 5 as well. Maroon 5.
Maroon 5, yeah.
Bit of
nice.
payphone.
Old
She will be
payphone.
loved, yeah.
Animals.
Nice.
Animals, lad, is a banger.
It is. It really is. Yeah. So, have you got any up and coming gigs coming up at all, guys?
Yeah. So, I'm trying to think of something. We're supposed to be in London. I think bank holiday weekend.
Oh, nice.
We've got 25th of August. We're supporting Family Rain in Manchester.
Right. Nice.
We are in Manchester, O2 Academy 3, supporting Frida, 11th of September.
Oh, nice.
We're then supporting Bedside Manners in Liverpool.
Oh, I know Bedside Manners. Big ups to you guys. I worked with them before. Nice.
O2 Academy 2, that is in October.
Sweet.
We're supposed to be in Gibraltar in September as well.
Oh, nice. Good little variety there. Nice one, man. Any more?
Yeah, there's loads. Honestly, like there's loads to be announced. Just keep on the socials.
Cool. Yeah, well, speaking of social media, obviously, I know you guys are on Spotify, as I mentioned before. I know you are on YouTube as well, and you are on Instagram. So if people want to see, like, obviously, what I just mentioned there, like any up and coming news, like on gigs or any songs, just news about the bands, of course. What do they type in? Is it just Sifter? Is it, or do they need to add anything else onto it?
Sifter or Sifter band?
I think it's just Sifter.
Yeah, just type Sifter in.
Just type Sifter in and you get up these guys. So, make sure that you check it out on that, guys. Gratitude for me in life is a big part of the thing, for what you're grateful for in life. So what's the most 3 important things that you're grateful for in life at the moment there, Harry?
Family and friends.
Yeah, important that.
One.
Yeah. Up on that
Especially
one, yeah.
like during lockdown, like if you didn't have any mates, you'd be a bit lonely, wouldn't you? And like with no family and that. So obviously that's like most important.
Yeah.
What am I grateful for? So apart from that, I suppose like me job.
Yeah, I just like it. Yeah,
pays the bills.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah,
need a job, don't you? Third would be obviously like music.
Yeah, so music. That's right, man.
I appreciate it.
Like them 3 answers. How about yourself, OT?
Yeah, family and friends for sure.
Bless, man.
Say music because I won't be here today. One's for music.
I get you.
Guess so. Teaching piano is like a job.
Cool. Any nicknames in the band?
OT.
Yeah, OT. Yeah.
Grego, his name's Jake. Joe, what's his name in the? His name in the group chat was Flappy, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mr.
Flappy.
Flappy.
Yeah.
I like it.
He flaps.
Yeah.
Certain times he's just like shits himself.
It's right, man. So you mentioned that obviously there's going to be some new songs coming out over the next couple of months. Obviously, you might be careful on what you can leak out to us, of course, because you want to give it. Can you give us any hints to anything about what the song might be about, or one or two songs? Yeah.
So the next single we got coming out is a song called "Keeping Me."
Keeping Me. Sounds good.
About 6 to 8 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks. Defo check that out, guys. Defo check that out, guys. 6 to 8 weeks.
I suppose it's a song about realizing that you're like a bit older and start to have like adult problems where it's like wanting to go back to school for the day and like do you know what I mean, like what's the word, like remember what it was like to be just your only worry was like going to school and getting your own work done sort of thing. So that's sort of the gist behind that. And then after that we're following it up with a song called Jasmina.
Jasmina. Oh nice. Well sound like really good titles there, so I'm looking forward to hearing them. So make sure that you check them out, guys, online, because they'll be on all social media platforms. I guess Spotify, iTunes, and Apple Music like that. Am I right, Harry, in saying that? Yeah,
all the normal stuff.
All the normal stuff. Yeah, it's right, mate. Well, I'm just going to say, give you the last couple of questions before I wrap it up and that. So yeah, what was I going to say? So so this is a bit more on a personal question. Like, I have personal reasons why I do music and why I do the events for good causes. What's your 3 personal reasons, Harry, why you do music?
First one is obviously like it's just like a love and a passion, like playing guitar or singing or like listening to music, going to watch live music is just like enjoyable. It's like when you listen to certain songs and you like get goosebumps, like you love it that much.
Yeah.
So that's like up there. Number 2 is, again, it's like an escape, like anything I've got going on just goes down in lyrics and gets put into songs. And I suppose that's good that you sort of get it off your chest when you write a song about something, and then you sing it. It's a bit of a release.
Yeah.
And then third one is like the thrill and like entertainment factor, like being on stage and performing and just like loving what you're doing, like people respecting your music that you're making, like they have their own sort of way of relating to what you write, which is good. So you get messages sometimes from people, like we had a lad message us during lockdown. He was like, "Oh, your music really helped me during lockdown." It was like if that helps people,
inspired and inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. If
respect, man.
Yeah, if music I write,
back to you guys, of course. Yeah,
that's good.
Is right, man. What about yourself, OT?
Yeah, I'd say it's like passion, more like a love
passion,
for music.
Yeah.
It's like all I've done pretty much for my whole life. I mean, I wouldn't be, you know, here today if it wasn't for music. It's just what I've always done, and it helps people get through tough times, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's like
when you're on that, man, I feel it. Yeah.
Like pure emotion behind music.
Yeah.
People feel it, you know. And you know, if it wasn't music, I'd be a virgin. So.
Sorry, if you really just said that out loud. Sorry.
My guy.
That's fist pump, you like, but you know what I mean. It's too far, right?
You're funny, man.
Yeah, you're that funny. You threw me off guard there, man.
I didn't see that coming. I thought, what did he say?
But you know what you just said there, Harry, about like, you know, there was the lad there who messaged you and said, like, you know, it got through lockdown with, you know, with your music and that's such a nice thing to say, and you know, story and that, you know, and you know, that must have made you feel really good. So you know, props to you guys on that, and respect, man, and much love, lad. I'm digging that, I'm feeling it. So you know, bless, man. No, you're welcome. Well, I'm just about to wrap things up now, but just you know, wanted to ask you one more question. So obviously you performed at various gigs and that. Is there ever like a moment that stood out and you're like, oh my God, I will never forget that. That will stay in my mind and just that'll be one to tell the grandkids kind of thing, man. You get me?
Yeah. So it was quite funny, actually. So we were playing at O2 Ritz. It's like probably the biggest gig we've done to date.
Yeah.
And
I like the vibes in there. Actually went to see Sean Paul in there a few years ago, so I've been in there, man. Nice venue, man. Bless, man.
But obviously, like all my family were there supporting, and like the crowd was like just unreal. And it got to our last
so big
song.
up to Harry's mum and dad.
Nice one, mum and dad. But all my family were at the back and like out the way of the crowd, like going nuts and that. And before we play our last song, like I always do a little thank you and like
nice.
I went to swear, so I went thank you very and I stopped myself because I thought, oh, my mum's in the crowd, I can't be swearing. So I actually stopped myself, but so that was a moment I suppose I won't forget. But like even I come off stage and like my family were like, you went to swear, didn't you? But you knew mum was there. And I was like, but like just the whole Ritz, and like it was amazing. Like we come off stage and like people were asking for pictures, and like we even had people asking for autographs, and you just thought, wow, I'll be sat me back in the office on Monday, but like this is happening on Saturday night. So
it's such a nice story, that, man. Thanks for sharing that with me. Bless, man. How about yourself, OT?
Yeah, it was a gig I did like years ago. It's like the Arts Club.
Yeah, the Arts Club onto that, man. Yeah, like, nice venue.
Saw some kid like just like singing our song in the crowd.
Was it?
Yeah, it's from Joe Zuzu. Looked at the band. He was the lead singer singing our song. It was mad. I didn't expect it.
Yeah, nice. Well, you know, I appreciate you sharing them stories. Like, well, it's time to wrap it up now. Well, it's been a really pleasure talking to you both today.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in, Harry. Thanks for coming in, OT.
Right.
And so it's been a pleasure. I've had a blast talking to you guys today. Just before I end the show now, I just want to say to you people at home, make sure that you check these guys out on all social media platforms, because these guys are doing the thing at the moment. You know, they're just putting it out there, and that's straight up fire. I think it's great the way they got, you know, like every song you got a meaning behind it. I appreciate Harry telling me the stories there behind the concept of that. So This has been Sifter. Make sure that you check them out, and you guys keep doing your thing in music, and I will see you guys down the road. And I'm going to do my famous outro now. This has been Juiced, and I've been your host, Gary Wong. Been chilling here talking to Sifter. Big up to you guys one more time. Like I said, I'll see you guys down the road, and I'll see you guys soon, and I'll be back for more later on down the road. Peace. Let's go.
Cheers.